Oak Haven, Maine. A coastal town where the rhythm of life is set by the ebb and flow of the tide. Picturesque. Serene.
A place where nothing truly disturbing ever happens.
Or so it seemed. Until that crisp autumn morning, when the tranquility was shattered.
Emily Thorne, a young woman known for her quiet demeanor and artistic spirit, simply vanished.
Not a trace. Not a whisper. Just an empty space where she once was.
The ocean breeze, once a comfort, now carried a new, unsettling chill. A silent question hung heavy in the salt air.
What happened to Emily Thorne? And what secrets did Oak Haven truly hold? The first clues were not clues at all.
Her car, found abandoned at the old lighthouse overlook, doors unlocked.
Her purse, still inside. No signs of struggle. No forced entry. It was as if she had simply stepped out and walked away, into the vast, indifferent expanse of the Atlantic. But Emily wasn't one to simply walk away. Her family, her friends, all echoed the same sentiment: something was deeply wrong.
The initial search yielded nothing. Only the ceaseless roar of the ocean, offering no answers. Just a vast, empty canvas where a life had been. And the growing realization that this wasn't a simple case of a lost hiker. As days turned into weeks, the official investigation faltered.
Yet, whispers began to surface.
Low murmurs, carried on the very same sea breeze that once lulled the town to sleep.
Whispers of another time. Another disappearance.
30 years prior, a young woman, Sarah Jensen, had vanished from Oak Haven under eerily similar circumstances.
Her case, unresolved. Her memory, faded but not forgotten. Was this a tragic coincidence? Or was there a deeper, more sinister pattern at play? The town's idyllic facade began to crack, revealing the faint outlines of a troubled history.
A history that few dared to speak of aloud. The only potential witness to Emily's vanishing was a figure as enigmatic as the town itself. Old Silas, the reclusive keeper of the Oak Haven lighthouse, known for his fragmented thoughts and wild theories. He spoke of unseen eyes and whispers from the deep. His testimony, largely dismissed by authorities.
Yet, a chilling detail lingered.
Silas claimed to have seen a light, not from a ship, near the overlook just before dawn.
A fleeting, unnatural glow. Was it the ramblings of an old man? Or did Silas, from his perch overlooking the tumultuous waters, glimpse a truth too terrifying for the rational mind to comprehend? The lighthouse stood, silent, watchful. A sentinel of secrets. Weeks later, a breakthrough. Or another layer to the enigma.
Near where Emily's car had been found, a small, hand-carved wooden bird emerged from the sand, half-buried.
Intricately detailed. Ancient-looking. It was not something Emily was known to possess.
Forensic analysis revealed no fingerprints, no discernible origin. But its symbolism was unsettling. A raven, or perhaps a crow, with eyes of dark, polished stone.
Was it a message? A warning? Or a ritualistic offering? The artifact added a new, perplexing dimension to the case. It felt deliberately placed. A piece of a puzzle without a frame.
A silent testament to something much older, much darker than a simple disappearance. Amidst the growing confusion, a discovery from Emily's own past complicated matters further. Tucked away in a forgotten box, a journal.
Her private thoughts. Her deepest fears. It revealed an Emily unknown to most. Fascinated by Oak Haven's obscure history.
Not just the fishing tales, but the older, darker legends. Folkloric accounts of sleepers within the earth, of awakening tides.
Was this simply the vivid imagination of an artist, or something more?
The journal detailed her research into local cults, forgotten maritime myths, and strange symbols.
It suggested Emily wasn't merely a victim, but perhaps an unwitting participant in a narrative far grander, far more ancient than anyone imagined.
The journal entries grew increasingly cryptic. References to the Watchers, the sacrifice of the new moon, and the blood in the foam. Emily's writings weren't just academic, they became personal, almost obsessive. She wrote of feeling drawn to the lighthouse, to the deepest, most secluded parts of the coast. And then, a chilling entry that seemed to bridge the gap between myth and reality. They are the sleepers. And they will awaken. The tide demands its due. It was written just days before she vanished. A premonition? Or a terrifying understanding of Oakhaven's true nature? The town had its picturesque charm, but beneath, something ancient stirred. Something that Emily, it seemed, had awakened. The pieces, once disparate, began to align with unsettling precision. The wooden bird, identified by an obscure local historian as a symbol from an ancient, forgotten maritime cult, active in Oakhaven centuries ago. Its purpose, an offering, a plea to forces beyond human comprehension. The bird, identical to a description in Sarah Jensen's missing persons file from 30 years ago, a detail overlooked until now. And Silas's unseen light? A ritualistic beacon. Emily hadn't just vanished, she had become entangled in a chilling cycle, a resurgence of old beliefs. Oakhaven, it seemed, was not merely a town by the sea, but a guardian of a terrifying, enduring tradition. The mystery was no longer about a simple crime, but a deep, dark conspiracy rooted in the very soul of the land. Emily Thorne, in her artistic curiosity, had stumbled upon Oakhaven's deepest, most guarded secret. Not a single perpetrator, but a collective silence. A pact maintained through generations, ensuring the tide was appeased. Her disappearance, like Sarah Jensen's before her, was not an act of violence, but a sacrifice. The town, not innocent, but complicit. The sleepers Emily wrote about were not literal beings, but the dormant, ancient beliefs that periodically demanded their due. The ocean, once a symbol of beauty, now revealed its true, terrifying nature, an insatiable maw. Oakhaven still stands. The lighthouse still shines. But for those who know, the whispers persist, a chilling reminder that some mysteries are never truly solved, only ritually repeated.